Hello children, I am Suruchi Rawat, primary teacher in Demonstration Multipurpose School, RI Bhopal. Dear children, as you all know that air, water and food are essential for the life. We need air to breathe, water to drink and food to get energy. The energy to work, the energy to study, the energy to play. Children, today we will have the topic water. This topic is given in your EVS book. Let's begin with this lesson, chapter 3, Water O Water. This chapter begins with the poem on water, and it is a very nice poem on the water where different sources of water, forms of water and uses of water are mentioned. So, here we have the poem on water from chapter 3 of your EVS book. I'll wash my face with water, said Munna to his Nani. We all quench our thirst with water. We are all alive because of water. Water has been with us for ages. Its story can fill so many pages. Somewhere it is dew, somewhere it is snow. Somewhere it is dew, somewhere it is snow. Steam is also water, as you know. Water has forms so many. That is what says my Nani. The rivers flow, the waterfalls sing. The rivers flow, the waterfalls sing. And water swells in lakes and springs. And water swells in lakes and springs. Life on earth it has brought. Watered fields and life they got. But when the water breaks in floods, great misfortune it always works. So, it is a very nice poem on water by Mr. Shri Prasad. In this poem on water, we have read about different sources of water, uses of water, about the forms of water. So first learn about the three forms of water. Water is found in three forms, that is solid, liquid and gas. The three forms of the matter are solid, liquid and gas. Solid form of water is ice and snow. You can see in the picture the snow and ice are solid form of water. The liquid form of water, which is most common, the water which we drink is the liquid form of water. Also, dew is a liquid form of water. Then gaseous form of water is steam and water vapor. As you can see in the picture, when we boil the water, the steam arises out of it. The water boils and steam rises from the container as seen in the picture. Children, we also read about the different sources of water in the poem. That means waterfalls, spring, lakes, rivers. You can see in the slide the pictures of different sources of water. Waterfalls, river, spring, lakes, pond and other sources like tap, hand pump, wells. These are all sources of water. The place from where we get the water. These are all called sources of water. Then there is a natural disaster caused due to excess of water, that is called flood. Flood is the overflow of water on the ground. Flood is caused due to overflow of the river or ocean or sea. Children, flood may also be caused due to heavy rainfall. You might have heard about the tsunami or hurricane which caused flood in the coastal areas. So, flood is a natural disaster caused due to overflow of water on ground. Flood causes destruction of properties like buildings and many other things. Also, the people and the animals lose their lives due to flood. So, flood is a natural disaster due to excess of water. Now, children, here is the activity for you. You will name 4 activities which you can do without water. So, children, think about the activities which you can do without water. Speaking, walking, reading, dancing, singing and playing. and many more activities you can do without water. But children, there are many activities which you cannot think of doing without water. What are these activities which you cannot do without water? These activities are washing, either washing clothes or washing utensils, bathing, cleaning, cooking, swimming. All these activities need water. So, cooking, cleaning, bathing, washing, these all require water. So, these are the activities which requires water and do not require water. Now children, this is an activity given in your EVS book in chapter 3. Do this in your book. Here a list of activities are given. These activities need water to be done. So, list of 5 activities are given in your book, that is to bath, to drink, to clean the house, to water the fields and to knead the dough. I repeat, to bath, to drink, to clean the house, to water the fields and to knead the dough. Now what you have to do, you will arrange these activities on the basis of amount of water they need. You will begin with the activity which needs the most water, you will write at number 1. So out of these activity, which activity requires the most water, and that is to water the fields. So at number 1 you will write down to water the fields. Similarly, you will keep on writing the activities at number 2, number 3, number 4 and number 5. This you will do in your EVS book. One more activity is there, that is water from where. From where do you get water? In the poem, you read about the sources of water, that is rivers, waterfalls, lakes and springs. Here we have a list of many more sources of water. You will put a circle around that place from where you get the water. Okay children? So put the circle around the source of water from where you get the water. Okay? Like it is given here, lake, well, tube well, pond, waterfall, hand pump, river, stream, tap, tank, sea and hot water spring. Out of these, you will put circle around the source from where you get the water. Like I get water from lake. So I will put a circle around a lake. Again, I get water from tap in my home. So I will put a circle around the tap. This way you will circle around the places which are in your house or around your house. Children, have you seen the places where hot water comes out of the ground? There are a few places in our country, India also, where the hot water comes out of the ground. Which are these places? Do you know? No? If you don't know, then look at this slide and see. This is a place. Do you know the name of this place? It is Surajkund. Surajkund is a place where hot water coming out of the ground and it is found in Haryana. So Surajkund in the state of Haryana is the place where hot water comes out of the ground. One more place in our country is in the state of Uttarakhand, and that is Gaurikund. In Gaurikund also the hot water comes out of the ground. Now children, answer a few questions. You tell me, does any river flow through your village or city like river Yamuna flows in Delhi? There might be any river which flow through your city or your village. There are many rivers flowing in our country like Yamuna, Ganga, Godavari, Satluj, Mahanadi, Saraswati, Brahmaputra and many more rivers. You can write down the names of different rivers. Find the names of different rivers flowing in our country and note it down in your copy. Children, now tell me, at home, where do you get drinking water from? Like, I get drinking water from tap. Okay? Drinking water is supplied through the pipeline in the tap from where I get the drinking water. So similarly, where do you get the drinking water from? Also, do you have to go far to get the water? And how much time does it take to bring the water from that far off place? Do your neighbors bring the water from the same place? Like my neighbors also get water from the tap in home. Similarly, you can also write down whether your neighbors bring water from the same place or not. And one important question, why do we need to store water? Most of us store water because the water is not supplied throughout the day in our home. So, we have to store the water because we need water to drink, to cook food, for cleaning throughout the day. But in taps or through the pipelines, the water is supplied for a limited period. So, we need to store the water. Also, water every day is not supplied. In some places it is supplied on alternate days. Somewhere it is brought from far off places. So they also need to store the water, especially the drinking water. Without water, we cannot think of living even for a single day. So water is essential for our life. Now children, who fetches, if you bring water from far off place, who fetches water and stores water in your house? I think because you are too small to bring the water and store the water and to hold the heavy containers of the water. So your parents or elder brothers and sisters fetches water and store it. Are there certain people who are not allowed to take water from there? As we are living in the city or towns, I think there is no such place from where the water is not allowed to be taken by a particular group of people. But in the remote places or in a few villages, there are certain people who are not allowed to take water from the sources from where other people used to take. So children, talk to your grandparents and find out, is that the case in any such place? Your grandparents might be knowing about that. At our place in the cities or town, it is not the case. Everybody can bring water from the same place, like in our city. Now, one more activity for you. It is an activity of coloring. Here is the pictures of many containers in which we store the water. Might be all these containers are found in your house, but there may be a few containers found in your house. So, you will color the pictures or the containers which are found in your house. Like in my house, I have bucket, I have a can, I have jug, I have earthen pot to store the water. So, I will color the bucket, can, jug and the earthen pot. Similarly, you will also color the pictures of the container in which you store water, which is found in your house. Now, there is a grid shown. In this grid, you will find the names of 7 sources of water. Okay, in this grid, there are some places where water is found. What you will do, you will find 7 such places in this grid and put a circle around each. One has been done for you. In the first line, the spelling of the source of water is given, that is waterfall. So, we will put circle around water. Similarly, you will find out the other 6 sources of water in this grid and put a circle around those, like lake is given, like sea. So, try to find out the sources of water in this grid and put a circle around them. In every row, put a circle. In the next activity, you have the odd one out. This exercise is odd one out. In every row, you will put a circle around one that is different from the others. Okay? The list of 5 things are given in each row. Out of these 5 things, one is different and other 4 are similar. So, you will put a circle around that. Here, I have written the odd word in different color. Like in the first row, the things given are river, mountain, lake, pond, spring. Out of this, mountain is different. And why mountain is different? Because river, lake, pond, spring are sources of water, but mountain is not the source of water. So mountain is different. So I have colored it in different color. In the second one, you will find bathing, washing clothes, swimming, combing hair, kneading dough. Out of this, combing hair is different because combing hair does not require water. Then third one is fish, duck, monkey, crocodile, tortoise. Yes children, it is very easy. Out of these 5 animals, monkey lives on tree. The other 5 animals live in water. So monkey is different here. So you will put a circle around monkey. And in the last one, the list of things given are car, boat, bus, train and bicycle. Out of this, boat is different because boat sails in water, while car, bus, train, bicycle are land transport, but boat is water transport. So boat is different. Now children, with water we do many fun activities. There are many activities which you enjoy. You enjoy playing in water. You enjoy swimming in water. Okay? You do splash in water. But you also do something in the school with water except drinking. Except drinking the water, you also do coloring with water. You use watercolors in your school. Okay? Now children, let's have an activity with water. It is called fun with colors. We use watercolors in a school, in painting, in drawing. So it is an activity fun with colors. Here what will you do? You will take a paper of rectangular or square shape and fold it in the middle and put some drops of different colors on it. Now fold the paper again, press it properly and unfold the paper and look what you have made. Here is an example of the picture given. It seems like a butterfly. Okay, so this activity you can do at your home. Children, look at the pictures here. These are the pictures drawn by the children like you in my class. So, here also they have done the same thing. They put the drops of water, drops of colored water on the page, then pressed it, and when they unfold it, these shapes are seen. So, isn't it beautiful? So, you also try this activity at home and enjoy it. Also, with colored water and with the colors, you can do the drawings, paintings. You can also do block printing. Then, even the thumb and finger printing you can do with colors. So, children, do and all these activities at your home and enjoy painting and coloring, which needs water. So, children, in this chapter, Water O Water, we read about the different activities we can perform using water. We read about the sources of water, 3 forms of water, that is solid form of water, that is snow, liquid form of water, that is dew or water itself, and the gaseous form of water, that is steam and water vapor. And we also did the exercises like find the odd one out. We found the sources of water in the grid given. So, I hope you enjoyed the chapter Water O Water from your EVS book. Thank you children.